Hey guys, Sure Shot Midget here. So, of course, I wasn't lying when I said that I was going to have some really cool V12s on this channel. So this is a KRYTAC LVOA-S. This is basically just a shorter version of the LVOA. I'm pretty sure that's the only difference. This is the Mark II, so it's got your Mark II gearbox. That also might be a difference because I know the LVOA that my brother got is longer than this by like 4 inches, and also it had the Mark I gearbox. So this comes with the Mark II. Speaking of the Mark II gearbox, I actually have the original Mark II gearbox for sale. I'm selling it for $120, shipped with the motor, brand new. Literally, I have a video of it functioning. I shot it probably 20 times, 20 cycles. Brand new gearbox. It is a Mark II, so it's going to have that straight trigger. So honestly, it's worth $120 because you can drop that straight into your gun and just run with it, and they're good quality. You know, built-in MOSFET, all that sort of stuff. So I have that for sale if anyone's interested. But this gun is freaking nice. So this is literally a brand new LVOA. The person actually purchased this, had it shipped to me. He spent about $900 roughly. I have the unboxing on my channel. Roughly $900 on this gun total. So I'll just start from the back. Of course, you have the KRYTAC stock with the give them the 40 patch. I do have this gun set for 40 rounds a second. It does not matter if you're not running 40. If you're running 10 rounds a second, you can still rep the patch. But for the sake of it running 40, I have the patch on there. Now, he doesn't use full auto very often. I'll get into that later, though. Of course, it's just your standard KRYTAC stock with a brand new Matrix 7.4 350 milliamp. I did charge that up, so he won't need to charge that for a while, but I charge my JST LiPos anyways, just in case, because I don't want them to die. But those do last a long time in the V12 engines. It's got the Defiance pistol grip. It's got the metal buffer tube, metal sling mount, ambi. I don't know if you use this as a sling or not, but it's there just in case. Got the metal charging handle, the wolf gray body, which is honestly awesome. This body is sick. It's like kind of a bluish color. I said that on my LVOA review I did back, well, about a year and a half ago. I like the color a lot. Now, of course, I did have to switch the selector switch system out, so it's not ambi anymore. I had to do that to fit the gearbox, or sorry, the engine, the V12 engine. But it's a freaking nice body. It's got the LVOA rail, wire cutter rail is what they call it. It's not key mod, it's just screws, basically. Now, you can't mount things at different degrees, which is somewhat disappointing. So you have the top built-in monolithic rail, goes all the way on the top. And then on the bottom, left and right, you have the ability to put a rail. Now, there's only one rail that's included that I could find in the box. So I think that KRYTAC should update that to 2. On the bottom of this rail, right here, I have an A&K copy of the Tango down grip. On the top here, it has an Avengers T1 red dot. A pretty nice T1, honestly. It's got that built-in riser. It's got the QD mount here. Thanks to Evike for sending me a broken sight, or rather my friend. Basically, there was a glass in here, and in the box it was cracked. So probably what happened is somebody returned it, and it found its way back into the warehouse and was shipped out to me. I've gotten broken stuff from Evike more than I've gotten broken stuff from any other place. So they obviously aren't very good at doing their job. So thanks, shout out to Evike for sending a broken T1. I just told my friend not to worry about it. It still works. And he has a sight protector. He's going to put a sight protector right here to protect the front. The chances that a BB is going to come back through here is very rare. And if it would and go straight through, it would hit that glass from the front or from the back. There's no other glass here. So it's not a big deal to me. The only thing is like if rain gets in there, but it shouldn't be a big deal whatsoever. It has a suppressor on here. It is you can probably see it, it's like the Ghoul. I think these are OEM Matrix or something. They have tons of different logos on them. I did foam fill it. The barrel stops like right here, and then there's that much to suppress. It's fairly quiet. It's not insane, but it's quiet. As far as magazines, it came with 10 of these 6mm mid caps. Not very good. I already had one jam and break. I actually purchased these Vietnam mid caps I mentioned in one of my videos, and these feed great. They're literally like the exact same thing. These are Mag brand, but I'm pretty sure these are also OEM Mag brand. They're marketed as 6mm, but the Vietnam ones work fantastic. It feeds 45 rounds a second of my V12, and we'll test it in this. As far as internals on the engine, it's got a grip connect, of course. I had to modify for this grip itself, the base plate. It's got a red trigger from Tap Airsoft. It's got a red Polar Star low flow poppet. It's got a bored out stock nozzle. It's got a QEV valve. And then it's got stock hop up, stock barrel, stock bucking. And it shoots pretty good for stock stuff. I'd say max range, probably 200 feet. .25s definitely. I'm going to be shooting .2s out of this gun just for the sake of, you know, cheaper BBs. But I did shoot a whole mag with .25s, and it shoots very well with 2.5s. So, yeah, let's go ahead and chrono this thing. It's a 62 cubic inch, and it's 80 PSI. So let's go ahead and chrono it. Alright, so I'm going to chrono it with the 6mm mid cap that comes with it. I'm going to do .2s, and I will mention the joules. Again, it should be about 350, 360. He said he doesn't use full auto much at all, so he could run higher FPS since he only uses semi-auto. Full auto's there, he said, just to mess around with. I told him if he wants to shoot full auto and shoot higher FPS, I told him to lower the rate of fire, so... Okay, with .2s it is overhopping. 331, 331, 350, so jump there, 350, 336, 336, 342, 336, 335, 335, 335, 336, 333, 334, so it kind of was iffy there. It kind of went up and down. But the last 6 shots were 334, 335, so it seems to be very consistent. So let's just go ahead and shoot. I'm going to turn it down just for the sake of the BB's not flying super high in this video. But yeah, I'd encourage him to use 2.5s indoor or out. Maybe 3s if he's only using semi-auto. I did mention him something about turning it to 3-round burst. Doing 40 RPS at 3-round burst. That's an option. Alright, so it's out of ammo. There were a few skips there. Not too big of a deal. Now, I want to mention that I put the same amount of ammo in this that I put in this. And it was super hard to put the last BBs in here. The last, like, 15 BBs, it was super hard to put in here. And these are supposed to hold 140. These are supposed to hold 130. But this one took about as much as this, but more struggle to load the bigger one. So, these short mags are much, much better. Now, not all HPA players shoot that fast. That's what people need to keep in mind. Some players, they shoot with their trigger finger, and they shoot semi-fast, like, you know, and that's fine. You don't have to spam your trigger, but it's there. HPA can do it, so you can if you want to, which I do a lot of times. I mean, why not? It's there. You have the ability to do it, and if we're running low FPS like this, why not? So... try some full auto here. That is 40 rounds a second, and that was a full mag. Again, it's really cold, so my fingers are cold, so I can't shoot as quick as normal. Okay, that was semi-auto. Let's try full auto. Oh yeah. Perfect feeding, my guys. With 2.5s. Try full auto with 2.5s. Okay, so pretty good at the end. It was skipping, but it wasn't bad. It was like 1 or 2 skips. I say there was 2 skips in the whole mag. That was fully loaded as well. All right, let's go and shoot another mag. This mag is completely full. 2.5s. See if it skips on full. Yeah, it skips at the end. Only a few BBs. So, not bad at all. There's still 2 5s. They're overhopping a little bit. I think it's about broken in, and it's overhopping. That's better. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know, and I'll see you on the next video.